Alright everyone, what's going on? Let's get this video rolling, let's get it started. I got some cool things to talk about. And by cool, I mean not cool at all, but I think it's going to make a good video. It's going to be good for me. Gotta get it off my chest. So, since the last video I posted, there's been some ups and downs. You know, I can't remember what day it was. The last day I posted must have been Tuesday or something, or Monday. I was trading really well. Like, you guys have seen the videos so far. I'm trading really well. You know, I stopped posting because I was like, oh, screw YouTube. I don't need to post on YouTube. I'm making so much money. Fuck YouTube. Like, I was letting my P&L and the emotions get to my head. And that's just a part of my trading journey that I'm on at the moment. You know, I've suffered through that whole long process of I don't know how to make money. I can't get a green streak. I don't even know what's going on, really. I don't know what's going on. And finally, I'm past that, and I pretty much know what's going on. I know what I'm doing. I know how to spot trades, at least. I know how to predict movements fairly well. But just now I'm struggling with my sizing, my consistency, dealing with emotions that come with making money rather than continually losing money, and that includes whether it's an ego or every trade that I touch turns to gold. I think that I'm gonna just make money on every trade, and there's no reason to cut a loser. Like, my usual risk per trade is $100, maybe $200, and I'm still able to make upwards of $500, and that's awesome. But when I'm up 2,000, 3,000 on the week, just like that, I can break my risk profile. Let's move that camera down a bit. I'll break my risk profile and I'll say, okay, well, I am down 100 on this trade, but I'm already up 2K on the week. What's another $200, $300 on this trade if it goes wrong? And then inevitably it goes wrong, and then from there I oversize on the next trade, taking another $400 risk. 2 or 3 trades later, I've given up most of the gains, and that's what happened this month. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not perfect. I haven't been trading for that long. I'm not that good of a trader. Now, I do a lot of things well, and I've come so far as a trader, but I'm still fall victim to a lot of these emotions, a lot of these pitfalls of a beginner, because these are beginner mistakes. I predicted this whole move in the SPY, like from 329 all the way down 2.5% to these lows, 2%, 2.5%. Like, this whole month has been sick. I'm up. You guys know how much I'm up if you watched it. I was up. Well, keyword was up a shitload of money. I was short right here a lot of money. And it opened here. I wanted to catch a bounce. Again, I'm trading outside of my plan. I wanted to catch a bounce up to my moving average that I was going to use, or up to this level. I was going to lock in a sick win on the short. I was going to catch the bounce, and I was going to ride this all the way down. But then my emotions got screwed up. I was up $600. Didn't take it. And then I was at break even. Didn't take it. I tried to long it. I longed right here. And right up here I was up $600. Didn't take it. Was waiting for a bit more, knowing that today could be a massive short. And then I didn't sell it at break even. I was holding. And I kept holding the short, and I was in with a lot of size. And by the time I was already down quadruple, like, my max loss, I was like, what's another $500, right? It was very poor trading. So I've been struggling this whole week, the whole weekend, really, with my emotions and the negative fallout that came from this. I didn't follow my rules. I lost most of my profits on the month. I'd rather not look at my trader view chart. I'm going to make an accurate representation here in my trader view. So we've already gone through my trader view. Let's go P&L. P&L time. This is Jan 1st. This is Jan 31st. So let's go 2K, 5K, 10K, 20K. So you guys saw so far, like I don't even want to put this into trader view because I'm gonna be miserable when I see the plummet. So what we all know is that this is kind of what was happening. Or no, we started under 0 actually, and we came up. That looks like shit. We went down, we came up, had some big days, nice big days, and right around here, this is what happened. Boom, I crossed this mark right here, and then, oh, if I put the stats into trader view, it's literally going to be this, and then this, and then this. Yeah, that's about right. That's close to where I'm sitting, and it's really frustrating. I'm just gonna close this because I'm already getting pissed. I'm really trying to figure out how to move past this stage in my trading. So I've heard a lot about the stages of trading, like consistently losing money, don't know what's going on, and then you move into like can squeeze out a green day here and there, and then move on to like a green week, and then still losing money though. Having big losses, not so much big wins. And then moving into the stage where you're starting to control your losses, you're starting to trade a plan, a system, it's less emotional, and you're having bigger wins. But you can't hold on to your gains. That's where I'm at right now. I've crossed the profitable into... I've crossed over from losing all and more of the gains into the profitable territory. And I think that's just because I was withdrawing so much money this entire time. Like, every week I would withdraw once or twice. So the fact that I lost most of the account doesn't really mean anything because I had such a tiny account by the end of it. So, where was I going with this? There's a little less structure to this video. I'm still trying to bring value. I'm really just trying to show you guys what's going on, what I'm going through. I haven't scripted any of this. I didn't even think about what I was going to say, really, other than, I'm going to make a video about the loss. So, anyways, so I've crossed over into can make a lot of money. Can do really well when stuff goes well, but when shit starts to hit the fan, or I get a little off the rails, that's when you have those catastrophic losses. I'd rather have a P&L curve that when I have these days, like let's say this is my regular curve, I'd instead of this and then building back up, which is very characteristic of me and my trading habits and my behavioral patterns in trading, you got to be able to cut those losses to like even, something like that, which is still indicative of there's improvement to be made in those areas, and then you go back up, like that's still acceptable. But what I really want is maybe even just this, and then finally a move upwards. I need to really keep working on these red days. Now I have this positive slope finally on my curve. You guys have seen the curve. I can do another video with the updated trader view. I just really don't want to. That's why I'm going over this video. I didn't knock myself out of the game. I just screwed up and I lost a lot of my profits on the month. But past that, my slope is generally positive. It's in this direction, right? But it's those red days that just go boom. But what my P&L curve used to be was like this. Like generally sloped down, unprofitable, not knowing how to make consistent gains and having, massive losses most of the time. And then slowly it was like up, big loss, up, big loss, up, big loss. Finally, I made the slope positive from consistency, from discipline. But the red days, you still have big losses. So I'm so close to doing really well and being able to scale up 5, 10, 20, 30 times my size and just having a disgusting amount of P&L on the table. But I'm not there yet. And on this streak this month, with reasonable risk, I was following my rules most of the time, I was still able to make really good money. But, you know, I want to be at such a higher level that I see this as a massive setback. When in reality, profitable month, massive improvements. I've been paying myself through the trading account. I've been able to pay off different debts or credit card. I've been able to put money towards my taxes for next year, my property tax, my fees on my place, like all of that stuff. I've been able to do so much, but all I see is you screwed up. You're doing the same thing you always do. You're never going to make it. And it's just silly because I've thought that since day one when the progress is so clear, especially if you go back and watch some of my earlier videos. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was Ross Cameron's like bastard child that was scalping 10-cent moves with 3,000 shares, but like my slope was like usually down. I don't know. So what else should I say? I'm feeling sort of lost about how to tackle this effectively because it seems like this problem keeps happening. And I think it's one of the last problems that a lot of traders have to iron out before they get to that next level. And that's certainly where I'm at. I have some really big goals with where I want to go as trading, but I don't fully trust myself yet. That's why I keep withdrawing so much money and I use such a small account now. Even though I can still make hundreds or thousands of dollars a day with a tiny account, like 4 figures. I just don't trust myself yet because there's those days where I just blow the whole thing up. And I'm really trying to figure out how I can get through this because when it happens, it's like I don't follow the rules, I don't follow the max loss, I don't it's just like my rules go straight out the window and you can't have those slip-ups. You have to be 100%. Where's my water? My water's over there, whatever. You have to be 100% of the time, and if you slip up once or 2 or 3 times, even that's it, which is what I did, you can seriously screw the account up. So I know a lot of people struggle with this, and I'm not really sure exactly where I wanted to bring this video, but I definitely wanted to just explain what's going on. That's not the whole reason I haven't been posting. Like I said, I was doing really well for those first few days, and then I was just like, you know, screw it. I don't care about YouTube. Like I'm making like $2 a day on YouTube, and I just made like $2,500, and like I was like, fuck it. Like let's go out, let's go to the gym, let's go have fun with friends, let's go to like a different city and just go hang out with people. Like I let the emotions wash over me, and I paid for it. I think that it contributed to me getting cocky and stupid. It's not even cockiness. I didn't think that I had to be right. It was more of like I know what's going to happen, but I just still held on to the long. I could have flipped short even like down here and still made the loss up rather than just blowing everything. So I hope that gives some insight into some of the struggles of a trader, especially where I'm at right now. Just kind of continuing the journey, getting these videos going again. And there's a train coming, so I'm going to cut this video off right now. Let me know what you think, guys, your struggles, what you have trouble with trading, and we'll try to talk about it next week. Other than that, hope you're having a good weekend. We're going to try to trade smart next week. Forget about this in the sense of not learning from it and letting it bring me down. I'm going to try to learn from this and continue forward with my trading journey. So we'll see you guys later.